G'day Doggies fans, all things Bulldogs, Player Watch 2023. The new sensation, Jacob Preston. This kid, he's only 21, Manly Junior, makes his NRL debut against Manly at Brookvale in front of family and friends. Wasn't to be, but he held his head high and was one of our better performers on the day. He's now played 2 NRL games, got his try against the Melbourne Storm. He got a try against the Raiders in the first trial. And like Gus whispered in the pre-season, this kid was likely to be the one that would surprise people. And God, hasn't he surprised a lot of us. I initially thought Jacob Preston would be, a 2024 product. Having watched him play for the Bears, in their New South Wales Cup squad, he was a Jersey flag player in that system, and did a great job. Scored lots of tries. He's got great height at about 190 centimetres or 189 centimetres. He's 100 kilos. I'd say he'll grow a few more kilos as he gets older, and more and more steeled in first grade. But he's already shown plenty of steel. He's got great speed, agility, runs fantastic lines. But I'll tell you what's the most important thing about this kid. It's the way he defends. He is an absolute terrier in defence. When he grips on, he does not let go. He did make a missed tackle against Manly in the middle, but for his first game, and the amount of defence that he had to do in that game, played in 3 different positions, no excuses, but he had a great effort in that game. Scored him a 9 out of 10 against the Storm, and worth it. His edge defence was really good. His communication even better. The lines he was running, he can offload, he can pass. He does the hard work with the decoys, but I just love the way he leads in defence, the way he communicates, the way he's already made a couple of try-saving tackles across the 4 games we've seen him play, 2 trials, 2 NRL. Establishing himself already as someone that could replace, and I feel sort of bad saying this, but he can replace Josh Jackson in our side. Like, he's going to be signed up for many years, this kid. Only injury is going to cruel him, because the way he plays and what's in his DNA already is the exact stuff we're trying to build our club on and build our club around. And I'm really loving what I'm seeing from Jake Preston. I love the way that he communicates with those players around him when he's in that defence, so he expects a lot. He was a captain of the junior sides coming through, so it shows you that he's got the leadership capability as well, and that's very, very important. Now, I know not everyone can be leaders, and there's all different types of leaders, but this kid's out there communicating with those around him. He's got really good tackling technique. He can put a player down, has really good contact. But the other great thing is just the way he grips on, especially around the ball in the strategic tackling. And his wrestle is fantastic. Really wrestles hard and slows down that play to ball, and that's imperative for us to do well in the current game. That slows down the edges and makes it easier for us to compete and defend our line. So Jake Preston, really excited about him. Can run great lines, he can score tries, he can set them up, but it's all the effort areas, it's all the tenacity and the aggression that he shows in his play. And he plays fair as well, doesn't look like he's got a dirty bone in his body. And, that's the type of Bulldog that we can get behind and rally behind. I feel lucky that we've had, although we've yet to achieve or prove anything in recent times, having a player like Jacob Preston come to the club and just do really, really well as soon as he sort of had his first top 30 pre-season. And add to him the likes of Jacob Preston. They were our 2 stars in the match, them and Max King against the Storm. And as I said, it was a depleted Storm, but the way those guys played, they would have been picked in any NRL team in the competition, the way that they went about their business in that game. and I can see great things for Jake Preston. Sort of similar sort of I don't know, welcome to the NRL as Hika Nanai. He stormed onto the scene, and this kid looks like he has as well. Another edge back rower. We seem to do good at developing or finding edge back rowers. Hopefully we can find one of the same talent, and I think we may have one, but they've just got to develop, but in the middle as well, and obviously a halfback as well. But Jacob Preston, what an impressive man, what an impressive young player, and I truly think he's going to have a fantastic NRL career with the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Thanks everyone for your subscriptions, for your interaction, your banter and your listening. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to continuing to do this on a week-to-week basis. Really grateful, and once again, thank you so much. Okay guys, speak soon. Go the Dogs.